there are some ridges, and Dykstra and Backman really have to keep it going as far as getting the Mets started.
1 ball, 1 strike. High drive down the right field line, hooking in the corner. If it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. Lenny Dykstra takes oil can deep, and the Mets lead 1-0.
That's the kind of thing a ball club needs. You get picked up, they jump out, 1 man, 1 run, and that whole ball club, you can see that Met bench is waiting for him.
That was the first extra base hit by the Mets in the World Series. And there's a line drive base hit into right field. Sounded like the bat cracked at least. It didn't break the line. He'll start to come towards the plate. And that's hit up the alley in left center. Going over to cut it off is Rice. Backman is not stopping, and he goes to third. And the Mets are in business, 1st and 3rd, and nobody out, with Carter, Strawberry, and Knight coming up completely. 0-1. And he hammers it to left center, and that's going for a base hit into the wall. Backman will score. Hernandez to third, and Carter into second with a double, and the can is leaking in the 1st inning. Ground ball wide to third. Boggs has a play at the plate. They've got Hernandez and Carter, and Boggs will throw to third, and they'll now go after Carter. Owen now looks at third. He's going to lose the play. Everybody's safe. Oh, did they mess it up?
I think that Gedman was the key to that play. There were 2 men at third base. Carter and Hernandez were going back, and Gedman gave the ball to Boggs, and Boggs realized 2 men were on. You'll watch it here. Now Boggs makes the play, sizes it up perfectly. Now they've got him hung up. Now Gedman hasn't hung up. Hernandez going back. He just runs him back. He's all right because Carter was right there. You can see that Owen starts to chase him back. And here's where they lose it. Right now you ask for the salt and pepper, take a bite out of it.
I tell you, year in, year out, day in and day out, the biggest disappointment I think you get in watching big league teams, how often they mess up a rundown play. It's a simple one to Danny Heep. Hernandez, Carter, and Knight all out on the line. And there's a line drive base hit. That was an expensive mess up by the Red Sox. Carter will score with Hernandez. It is 4-0 New York. So Danny Heep, the designated hitter, lines to center to drive in 2, and the Mets have gotten the drop on the Reds. 5 hits and a downcast Boyd, leaving the field trailing 4-0.
Change up. He has to change speeds in importance, fastball and change.
1 ball and no strikes. Bouncer and a comebacker, and Ojeda just lobs it to Hernandez. 1 away. He was 4-7 at Fenway last year. Ground ball backhanded by Ojeda, and just like that he handles 2 up. The end of an inning, 4-0 New York. Line to left field, base hit. Mookie over to backhand the ball, and Henderson holding, and the throw comes all the way through. Check swing, a looper to Knight, back to first, not in time. So Owen lines to third, 1 away, and the batter will be waiting. And Boggs, ball 4. There's the change, hit to the hole into right field, base hit. They're sending Henderson home. Strawberry's throw not in time. It's a walk, a run in, and 2 left. And at the end of 3, 4-1 New York. And he goes the other way. A line drive backhanded by Mookie Wilson. So Gedman lines to left at the end of 4, 4-1 New York. And we'll be right. Fastball hit to the right side, smothered by Backman, who throws him unlulled by the changeup, and the fastball is leaving him at the platform. 4-1 New York. Fastball, it's hit high and foul. Coming over is Carter and and Hernandez no play. In the dirt, the curveball goes behind Carter, and moving to second base is Rice. Carter instinctively waving with his hand as he went back after the ball, telling Knight to go to third. It's at the end of 6. We'll be right back after these messages from your local out in Cleveland. The ocean. So he wasn't a geography major at Jackson State. Up the middle for a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. So a 1-out single to center by Santana. And he whacks it into right field. Base hit. Santana to second. Evans with the good arm. And Santana will not test him. 4 walks. You don't figure he'd chase a bad one. And he won't. And walks to load him up. So Gary Carter will come up with the bases loaded. Line drive, base hit into left field. Santana will score. Right back of him is Dykstra. The throw, he's in there, gets away from Gedman, and there are 2 Mets near second base. The throw to second, back to Buckner, and a one-legged first baseman chasing Carter, and the tag will be made at last at second base. So the Mets run themselves out of an inning, but not before they deposit 2 more. And at the end of 6.5 innings, the Mets 6, the Red Sox 1. Hopper flagged by Backman, goes to Santana, back to Hernandez. What a double play. Oh, what a picture book double play. Backman, Santana, Hernandez taking what looked like a sure base hit away from Spike Owen.
Ball is well hit. Backman comes up with it, finds his man even though he's off balance, and Santana didn't wait that time. He knew who was
the inside out, just as he did the 5th inning, and it's 6-1 New York. And Sambito is greeted with a line drive base hit to center. So Darryl Strawberry, and he's in the dirt. Strawberry is on his way to second. Sambito recovers, but no chance to throw.
Strawberry really didn't hesitate at all. As soon as that ball hit the dirt, he took off. He was very alert.
Off the mitt, and that thing really sailed.
He crossed him up, man. I got to believe that.
Oh, yeah. Ground ball inside third and down the line into the corner. So Strawberry scores easily. Knight into second base and holding. So the Mets' #1 hitter against left-hand pitching doubles into the corner and gives the Mets a very comfortable 7-1 lead. And all of a sudden, Fenway Park sounds like Shea Stadium. Come back to the standing. So Santana's not going to get any headlines, but he's had a pretty good evening. So have the Mets as a team. They pick up another run, and they lead 7-1. Little Nubber down to get it is McDowell. No contest if he can get it out of his glove, and he barely did.
But did you see the play Hernandez made? Again, Hernandez dances over into foul territory. Now watch what happens here. The momentum of McDowell, it carries him over into foul territory. And if Hernandez stays in fair territory, the runner gets between him. Look where he is in foul territory, giving him a perfect line of vision.
And remember, you got a guy on one leg trying to hustle down the line. The Mets off in the right direction. Homered leading off the game. And promptly grounds one to the hole. Backhanded by Owen. The throw to first. He beats the throw. And that will be the 4th hit for Len Dykstra. 3 singles and a home run. So the kid from Garden Grove that they call Nails has stuck a few nails in the socks tonight. A hopper to second base. Backman cranks it up. And let's put it this way tonight. The wall, the green monster, did not figure in the game at all as the Mets beat the Red Sox 7-1. We'll be back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen.